I kind of hate Wemby. I kind of hate being a Lakers fan. I kind of hate this NBA season because I'm just so confused. I don't know what to believe anymore. I'm lost. Listen, listen. I did not know that we were going to start giving out MVP awards for people who just campaigned for him like when Embiid did. I didn't know that was going to be a precedent. I didn't know that in order for you to get the MVP, you don't have to have great offensive numbers. What has to happen is you're on and off, because now on and off is the gold standard. How is your team when you're off the floor? Or, hey, when you're on the floor and you dive to the basket, because you leave somebody wide open, that happens probably, I don't know, 65% of the time on every other team. But because when you go to the basket, people are like, oh, and they leave their man and they're the wide open 3-point shooter, that gives you MVP votes. That right there, that's called aura. That's called gravity now. When Steph Curry had gravity, I still didn't see him get no MVPs in 2017 or 2018 with Durant. When Durant was getting all them wide open shots because Curry was pulling in people like a damn gravity ball, he didn't get nothing. But when Wemby does it, it matters. Now. If you're third in MVP odds and you drop 43, you now drop. If you have a win streak and you lose one game, you drop. But it depends on your height. It depends on if people like you and if you cry during your season games. But no. You can't just cry during your season games. It has to be a particular season game. Because if you cry getting into the play-in, oh, no. No, you can't cry. You cannot cry winning a play-in game. That's too much. That's performative. But if you cry during the regular season, it's fine. It's completely fine because you're passionate. Now, if you're Embiid and you beg for an MVP and say, this is why I deserve it, it's called begging, whining, and crying. But if you're another kind of guy and you say, this is why I deserve it, you're praised for being passionate and loving the game. Because there ain't a person in the NBA that loves playing basketball more than a guy who's a foot taller than everybody. There's never been a guy in the NBA since the guy who was bald and played for Chicago. There's never been anybody. Well, there's been one other guy. He was bald and he played for the Lakers. And nobody... those are the only two guys who've ever cared about basketball. Everybody else don't play hard. Oh my God. And you know what? The NBA is also soft. Did you hear about that? If you go back and watch 90s basketball, they didn't call any fouls except for every damn time they went down the floor. They never did anything, right? Nobody ever flopped except every damn time they went down the floor. It was so exciting to see them throw the ball into a post and then get fouled. I just watched the 90s game where they were already in the penalty halfway through the second quarter. But they never fouled back then. They just let them play. Now, what do they always say? You can sneeze on somebody and get fouled. In the 90s, they never called fouls, guys. Never. I swear to you, I've been watching the playoffs in the 90s, and I swear to you, it just looks like they're out there having fun instead of me damn near just watching people shoot free throws. For the majority of the game, it feels like. You know why? Do you know why? It's not... Because they're doing such excellent plays. Like when they get down there, they throw a ball to the post. And then when the post player can't shoot because he only knows how to back down, he turns around and flails. It's beautiful basketball. They told me the 90s was it. They told me that was the greatness. They told me that this version of basketball is great. And now, guess what? After all these years of having teams that are tanking, remember that? All the times because you're in a small market and nobody wants to come play for you because they hate your city, you're now going to be punished for that. We're thinking about possibly having it where, hey, 22 teams get the same odds. That's an actual option. 22 teams. And if you were bad the first year and kind of mediocre the second year, we're going to make a judgment call to see where you're going to get placed. If the NBA wasn't confusing enough. And then you got people who are sad because one Detroit Piston player doesn't make the All-NBA team because he got a weird accident. He got a weird injury, and now we're going to say F the whole 65 game rule that we've been begging for 10 years. Well, damn near since the 90s where they were saying that they don't play enough. So we're going to say, hey, that one guy in Chicago, he played 82 games. We love it. Our guys are soft. Okay, let's put a 65 gaming rule so they have to play. This rule sucks. I don't want to see them play. I only want to see you vote. Motherfucker, that's what we were doing. We were voting based off the games and what we thought they should win, but you said they don't play enough. And now they do play enough, and it's not good enough for you because we put a line there. Why do you praise 82 games back then and then say it's ass today? I don't get what the F these NBA people want. I'm so damn lost. I'm lost. I love this sport, but I do not know what I'm supposed to like. Am I supposed to like three-point shooting, or am I supposed to like defense? Or do I need this guy who can play make, but can also play defense, but also has excellent handling, but he's got to also be a freak, but he's also got to be tall, he's got to be fast, he's got to dunk right. How the hell? Like, I don't know who to even put into like a top 15, because it's not just the championships, it's how you got the championships, on the efficiency that you got the championships, but you're allowed to leave, but you're also allowed to come back, but you can't have a superstar. Well, not quite a superstar. You just can't have a guy who's in the top 75. Oh no, he can be in the top 75. He just can't be top 23. What the hell are we doing? I don't know. Like, I can't judge any player because there's always some other. And this is why I don't care about MVPs. I don't care about all NBAs anymore. I don't give a crap. I'm trying to stay PC, PG, whatever it's called. I don't care about MVPs. I'm no longer going to care about all NBAs. I'm not going to care about All-Stars. All I'm going to see is how. I'm just going to have to watch. I'm sorry. I'm just going to have to do with the stupidest thing that we all have to do. I'm just going to look at the eye test. I'm just going to say, he just looks better than him. I'm sorry. Because at any number I pick, if I pick one number, be like, oh, well, he's not that great defensively. But look at his PRA. Oh, okay. Oh, let me look at his PRA. But you got to look at his PER. Okay, let me look at that over there. No. You got to do it per 36 minutes. Oh my God. And now I literally heard an argument yesterday that said, we're not going to look at players per 36, per 48, per 100 possessions. We need to look at them on a per minute basis. What the? You want me to watch a player and see how he performs each minute? And be like, he scored 2 points in this minute. This guy scored 0. Therefore, this guy is better. But if he doesn't score in that 1 minute, what was his defensive impact in that minute? Like, what about the threat that he was going to score? See, that still counts. Even though he didn't make a shot and he missed it, it was the threat that he could take it. So, from this point forward, while I watch the NBA, I am no longer going to care about all these damn numbers. I'm just going to watch the game. And if you think Scotty Barnes is better than 01 Iverson, fine. I don't give a damn. I don't care. If you think that Brandon Ingram is a better defensive player than Tim Duncan in 07, I don't care. If you think Michael Jordan in 87 is the best player to ever walk the earth because he averaged 37 on 1 billion shots, I don't care anymore. I don't care who you have as your Billy Goat, idol, worship, butt kisser. I don't care. Because these numbers, it's just a stupid game. It's just a stupid way for us to argue and hate each other. And I refuse to do it. And that's why I'll say this and I'll say this again. Shout out to Kenny Beecham because he just has the conversations. I'm sure he does say who's better, who's that. But he normally tries to steer away. And people used to say that's whack. Look at him now. With the NBA media is full of, I'm talking about YouTubers and too, and I'll include my damn self. Because I was upset with the K's stuff. I'm not going to complain. 65 games, no 65 games, fuck it. If you, try not to curse. But screw it. If you play 30 games, forget it. You can win. You can win MVP. I don't care anymore. I don't. I am going to watch the beauty of the game. Okay? I'm just going to watch it, love it, and don't care what team wins the championship. We're going to talk about it. We're going to give their glory. And I'm just tired of being negative because there's just too much to be negative about. I'm going to let the negative guys do the negative stuff. I'm just going to be on here and I'm just going to praise people. So let this be my last negative video about the NBA because I cannot do this. This is making... Actually, I'm not that upset now that I got it all out. I actually feel good. It's a beautiful day outside. And, yeah, this is... I mean, normally I wouldn't keep this so uncut, but I think I'm going to. I'm going to keep this rant uncut. Yeah. Anyway. Some good games tonight. We're getting closer to the playoffs, and it'll be exciting to see what strategies and what plays are used to win the games. And whoever comes out on top in round one or whatever playoff matches we get, hey, it's okay. Life is going to go on, and we're going to enjoy it. And when the championship is crowned, we'll go on to the next year and talk about how these teams are going to gear up and change. And now for the teams who are tanking, good luck this year, but next year, hey, better pick it up. Okay, because there's gamblers involved now. Because gambling's involved. We can't have that. Yeah, we can't have that. So, get it together. Don't know how you're going to get it together, but get it together. So, thank you for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day. I'll see you after some... I don't really do breaking news on here. I don't try to keep up with stuff. I actually talk about stuff after they're done. Because it's funner to me that way. I don't like to stay on top of things because I got other things in my life I got to do. But should anything spark my interest, like the Detroit Lions, see, this is not, if the Detroit Pistons are in the finals, that's got to be something interesting to talk to you. We'll talk about it 2 months after they win. Anyway, I'll see you whenever I do. Shout out. Thank you for watching the Court of Kings, Jokers, and Dons. Goodbye.